video. It's so ironic that I'm on here talking about beauty standards but doing my makeup, right? Look, I can come on here and talk about beauty standards all day, how they're so detrimental, how I try not to partake in them, but at the end of the day, I'm going to partake in them in some way, shape, or form. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are all doing well. It's the Day J. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Today's gonna be kind of a really different form of video that I've never really done before. It's gonna be very chit chat based. I really have no like set script, but I do have a couple things that I want to talk about today. Also, it's going to be like a little get ready with me, do my makeup with me type of video. And I've never done this on YouTube before. I'm not a super like huge makeup girl. So to come on here and to do my makeup is a little scary because I am not very like experienced in makeup. I'm really just not getting into it. So if you are a makeup girly and like you maybe see me doing something wrong or something I could be doing better, please leave a comment down below, DM me anything, because I'm trying to learn, baby. And just a little disclaimer, I'm not doing a full face or anything. This is really just a light everyday makeup that I do every day. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is chit chat. What are we going to be talking about today? Today, once again, people, we're going to be talking about beauty standards, societal standards, social media standards, whatever you want to call it. I guess the overarching term would be society standards, beauty standards is what we're going to be talking about. Also, face is already prepped. I also did my eyebrow glue stuff off camera because eyebrows is just one of those things I really have to focus on. If I don't, I'm going to mess up, or like I'll literally just be doing my eyebrows, not talking to the camera. So I just wanted to make sure I got that out of the way. So yes, y'all, today we're going to be talking about beauty standards, particularly relating to the video that has been surfacing online of Kylie crying to her sister Kendall on one of the episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Now, I don't know what episode it was. I know it was the newest season. But yeah, so a video has been surfacing online of Kylie crying to her sister Kendall about all of the comments that have been made online about her appearance. Now, as we know, Kylie and all of the other Kardashians has gotten work done to their body and or to their face. And we know this, like they don't even have to say it. Like we just know, we've seen before and after pictures. We know the kind of things this family promotes. And so we know that Kylie has gotten work done, particularly work done to her face, and like has gotten face filler. And that's where a lot of comments have been surfacing online about the way she looks. A lot of people have been saying she looks older due to the filler and the plastic surgery that she has gotten. And yeah, so I guess those comments have been really getting to her. And I'm just going to insert the clip here so you guys can see the video I'm talking about and just really get a clear understanding of where she's coming from.
It's like a miracle that I still have confidence and I could still like look in the mirror and think that I'm pretty, because I just feel like after Paris, there was like this picture, which for the first time I was like, okay, we're not gonna wear a lot of makeup, and someone catches me in like a weird light. You can look at pictures since I'm 13. I just have these lines. I hear nasty things about myself all the time. I hate even having this conversation over and over and over again because it feels like it's a waste of my breath, because I think with me, it's just never gonna change, but it's just been
I know I can't feel too badly for her because she built this billion-dollar business on an impossible beauty standard that she helped to establish with the lip filler and the cheek filler, etc. But now she's dealing with the repercussions of being the literal face of filler. And unfortunately for her, we're seeing in real time how it migrates and settles and ages you. So I do feel badly for her, because what if it's not reversible? And a lot of people will say she did it to herself, but she was a teenager with no upper lip. Doctors offered her this new and immediate fix. How could she pass that up when her mom and sisters were filling everything themselves? So I kind of blame them, the doctors, and even her family who profited off of her financially. The good news for Kylie though is that she is starting to look better. She said she dissolved half of her lip filler, and I think she could go for a little bit more. Maybe in her cheeks.
So a lot of people are saying they do not feel bad for Kylie because she and her family have been the literal people that have been in the limelight, that have been promoting unrealistic standards of beauty.
Was Kylie Jenner crying when she saw the impression she made on 13-year-old girls who were sucking on shot glasses to get big lips like hers, only to be sent to the hospital with sometimes permanent damage? No, she said, don't do that, just buy my lip kit. That's how I got my lips so big, because she violently gaslit an entire generation into thinking she didn't get any surgery, and the results were by a product that she made, while she laughed all the way to the bank. I saw the clip of her crying over the ugly photo, and the only thing I could think of is, indirectly or directly, you have capitalized, made an entire career off of that feeling. You sitting there on the couch feeling like that is how an entire generation of women felt and thought they had to be like you and buy your products and do this and that. That's the only reason you made money, and you expect us to feel bad for you? The most annoying thing about that clip is Kendall Jenner with her armchair psychology. Well, everybody's dehumanizing us. That's why this is happening. Poor us. They're dehumanizing you because you don't act like human half the time. I mean, some of the stuff your family has done just to get on top. What was the point of that clip? Like, I don't watch the show and I don't plan on it, but like, was it to make viewers feel bad for Kylie Jenner? Was it for Kendall Jenner to gaslight and dismiss an entire audience? I really don't fucking get it.
You get the work done and then you try to deny it, and you promote that this is natural and you can achieve this look naturally is just not okay. It's not. Especially when your audience is primarily young women, very impressionable people, sorry. It really can mess people up because they think that they can achieve this naturally. And once they realize that like it's not being achieved naturally, they start to compare themselves to, let's say, a Kylie, because they think that she got it naturally. They're like, what's wrong with me? And so I think like I could feel more bad for her if she was more upfront, more transparent about the work she has gotten done, which I'm not, like, I don't keep up with the Kardashians, like quite literally, I do not keep up with them, so I don't know how open they've been with the work they've gotten done. But at the same time, just how they promote themselves, how they show up is just not relatable. And that's not to say they need to be relatable, like that's not necessarily their job. But it's just the fact that you are promoting like this whole family. I'm not even talking about Kylie. I'm talking about the whole family. You guys have literally promoted these unrealistic standards of beauty. But now Kylie's over here crying because she literally can't even keep up with the own standard of beauty that she has set. She can't even keep up with her own standard. And so I think she's realizing that now, that like, bro, like you honestly can never win in this society, surgery or not, natural or surgery. Like people are always going to find a way to comment on on how you look, especially if you are a woman. And I think this is a very difficult subject matter because these celebrities, like, they're in the limelight. They're supposed to be like idols to us. They're supposed to be, just these people that we like are supposed to look up to. And so with that, I think there comes this pressure of like, of course, having to look a certain way. And this has always been a thing, especially like in the music and entertainment industry, of like looking a certain way. And I think like I really feel bad for celebrities and people of that nature, because even if you want to like be rid of this standard and you want to go your own route and not portray in the beauty standards, either you're not going to get ahead, or you're not going to be as known or as talked about as the people who are portraying in the beauty standards, or B, you're going to end up conforming. That's what usually happens. And that's not just like, there's plenty of artists out here that have not, quote unquote, conformed to the beauty standard and they have still made it. But how many of them can you count? Like, can you count with both hands how many of those artists, female artists, who have not conformed to the beauty standard and who have made it to the top, just like other women who have conformed to the beauty standard? So, like, I think it's very difficult for these celebrities, honestly, especially like when we look at people like SZA. Like, before she really got famous, she looked like a normal girl. She was very beautiful, and she's still beautiful. She's still beautiful now, but she looked more just normal, right? More normal. But I wouldn't doubt that if she kept that look, if she didn't get any work done, like, I honestly wouldn't doubt that she wouldn't be where she is today, because she conformed to that standard. Because that's what is praised in our society, is to look like a baddie. Ciao. I can't keep up, and I'm not even gonna try to. And you know what? I want to make a comment, which I should have made in the beginning of the video. It's so ironic that I'm on here talking about beauty standards, but doing my makeup, right? Look, I can come on here and talk about beauty standards all day, how they're so detrimental, how I try not to partake in them. But at the end of the day, I'm going to partake in them in some way, shape, or form. If you are a woman, it's very hard not to partake in these things, like doing your makeup, right? Because we really have been conditioned on such a deep level to where, like, doing your makeup, right, is something we do to, a lot of us, we do it to look better, or to, you know, just feel better, to feel more put together. But like, why though? Why can't we just come on with our bare faces? In which I can come on, like, my channel, for example, with a bare face and be okay with that, because I have done the work. And it's not to say that work is done. It's an ongoing process, an ongoing journey. I've done the work to be confident and love myself without makeup. And I think a lot of girls just haven't gotten to that point yet, and it shows. And that's not to degrade them, because I genuinely feel for them, because I've been at that point. And again, I'm not even fully there yet. Sometimes, you know, I feel really good with my makeup on, beat face, I feel really good. I come home and I take it off and I look at myself and I'm like, you're not as bad as you just was 2 minutes ago. You know, it's like certain things like that we've genuinely have just been conditioned. We have been conditioned to, in a society, to think of ourselves as more beautiful with makeup or with a lace front wig on, right? That's just like, we don't see many girls in the artist rapper realm with natural hair. Now, there's Ice Spice, yes there is, but again, she still even gets lace fronts, with, which is totally okay, because I would too. But again, that just shows that our natural beauty is not being pushed as desirable in this society, right? And that brings me on to my next point, which is this video of Miss Mulatto, which I don't know why it's called. I think her name is just Mulatto now, or Big Mulatto. I don't know. Mulatto. We're just gonna call her Mulatto. I actually found out about this topic through another YouTuber. Her name is, I'll leave it on the screen. I forgot which YouTuber it is. I found out about this topic through her. And basically, it's this video of Miss Mulatto basically saying, like, not necessarily that she regrets getting a BBL, but that she was not persuaded, influenced. She was influenced and kind of pressured into getting a BBL and getting work done. I'm gonna play the video.
My BBLs and stuff. Every time I post a gym picture, people be like, "Oh, she got a BBL." I hate when bitches be. It just got dark as hell. I hate when bitches be like trying to act like da da da. I've been like so loud and clear about a BBL that I had 4 years ago. The fuck, when I was 21, that y'all convinced me I needed, by the way. But like 4 years ago, bitches be on a like 3rd, 4th round by now. I got one BBL 4 years ago. Oh my fucking gosh. Yeah, do you, like, I want y'all to just look on how much your body have changed. Like, look at a picture of yourself from 4 years ago and look how much your body have changed. Like, this is all me now. Know that. know that I get my ass up and go to the gym. Moral of the story, I just think everybody should just stop worrying about everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, natural girls are winning, surgery girls, BBL girls are winning. It's just like, do what works for you and like mind your own business, you know, and like make your own decisions off of what you want to do, not what other people are telling you to do.
Even the celebrities are out here telling us how young and impressionable you can be, and how being in an industry like that, if you're in an industry or not, especially at these ages 16 through 21, even older, younger, like you're very, very impressionable, especially if you're in that industry. There's so much pressure to conform and to look like what people want you to look like, a baddie, right?
Whatever.
Okay.
A little too.
A lot of people don't even know that because you just look so good.
Because a bitch look natural.
Because you just look so good.
Because this one thing about it, if you're going to do it right. I'm going to do it right. I did it right. For a girl who have little tweaky tweaks, I be on your case about not touching nothing.
Which I think people wouldn't think. Like, I think people think just because somebody has surgery, they just encourage everybody else to get it. Like, you need to get this. You don't do that. You be telling me, don't touch your body. Don't touch your face.
I'm telling you, to all the young girls listening, all the women listening right now, I'm telling you from someone who's been there, done it. Find peace within your natural state.
Yeah, I definitely
Because you're going to find a flaw and another flaw
Always.
and another flaw and another flaw. Surgery, any of that stuff is not a permanent fix.
And I think a lot of people think that it is. Like, they're like, oh, if I just get this, I'll be perfect. But it's like, I know from seeing everybody, that's not the case.
Baby, we still editing pictures.
Right.
We still having debacles in the mirror. Surgery is so popular now.
Yeah.
And I'd be lying if I said that me doing music didn't have an influence on me. You know, like I'm constantly in the limelight, and I was so young. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You got to think I got my first big break at 16 on the rap game. Then Bitch from the South, all that started heating up. I was 19.
You're very impressionable at that age.
Yeah, you know.
Sure.
And this coming from somebody who had all that stuff. I'm telling y'all, love yourself how you is first. If you wanna tweak, go for it. But make sure it's for you.
Make sure it's for you.
For that's the most thing I be trying to like remind you of. Don't be so gullible for the social media traps and whatever, because you're never gonna be good enough for the outsider's eye.
That's true.
When I didn't have my surgery, they're like, oh, she's so bad bodied and she's shaped like her white side. What the fuck do that even mean? For real, what do that even mean?
Oh my God.
And then when I got the surgery, it's, oh, she's botched. Oh, it's too heavy. It ages her.
You can never win.
You're never gonna win. So just find peace within yourself. Whatever you want to do, do that.
Even Miss Mulatto's on here telling you, like, I was impressionable, I was young. She was telling you that you need to learn to love yourself without any of that. And that is so true. And I think it sounds so cliche. It sounds so like, yeah, whatever, we know. But we really forget that we need to learn to love ourselves without the makeup, without the hair, without the filler, without the BBL, because you could get that work done, baby, and feel the same exact way about yourself. It's mental, baby. It's not physical, it's mental. Do that mental work first. I'm telling you. I really want you to understand that if, maybe there are certain things that you don't love about your body, understand that number one, there are natural remedies first. There are natural ways. So working out, eating correctly, reducing stress, all of those things really can help you, whatever you want to do, whether you want to gain or lose weight, tone up. All those things are essential before even thinking about a surgery. Those things are essential first. And so if you haven't even tried those things out, don't even be thinking about a surgery, sis. And that's just my 2 cents on that. I really do believe that. So like for me right now, I'm really trying to get my eating in order. I'm really trying to eat healthier, more balanced, more fulfilling meals. And I'm moving my body every day, whether that's walking, running, or weightlifting. And so I'm going to do this for quite a while. And you know what? Like, if I don't maybe end up seeing the results I want to see in the next few years, in the next decade, maybe I will go get that lipo. Maybe. For my lips, I'm going to wait that out. Maybe I end up loving my lips in the next few years. I'm not going to go off impulse. I'm not going to go off of what I'm seeing that's being constantly pushed in my face online. Like, I'm just not doing it. And really, all of this is a gimmick for us to spend money. It really is. Like, if you really think about it, this is a patriarchy society. And really, it's just rich, billionaire, most likely men profiting off of us women wanting to conform to these beauty standards. That's what that is, sis. That's what it is. So either you're going to let them win, or you going to win. And you're going to love yourself, you're going to win. Oh yeah, y'all, I've just tried, where did it go? I've been loving the Tarte Shape Tape. Yes, baby. We are turning into a woman. Okay, let me stop. My eyes gonna crease. Hold on, y'all. Let me get that together. Like, even if you don't think these standards are affecting you, if you don't believe you are conforming, like, I bet, unfortunately, that they are affecting you in some way, shape, or form. So, like, for example, me, like, even if I'm not necessarily conforming, like, I'm still wanting to do my makeup. I'm still wanting to wear, and this is all usually subconscious. Like, we're not going online and being like, yep, I want to look like her, so I'm going to do my makeup like that, and I'm going to wear that because I want to look like her. I mean, sometimes it might be like that for some people. Me personally, I'm not trying to look like anybody, but what it is like, subconsciously, we are constantly being pushed a certain look in our face. And so what happens is, subconsciously, we try to emulate this look because we see that in society it is desirable. And it is just a natural human thing to want to be desired and to want to feel beautiful and to want people to think you're beautiful. I really think that's a natural human thing. And so we all partake in this. I do, like, me included, and it's okay. But I think being aware and understanding how it's affecting you is so important. They irritate the heck out of me. I try not to let it get to me because I realize they're literally not going anywhere. Beauty standards are not new. These literally have been around for centuries. They just keep changing, especially more rapidly now with the way our society is constructed. This mulatto situation, this video, can really be a learning lesson for a lot of women my age, younger, older, that, like, getting a surgery, getting a BBL, getting lipo, getting lip filler, getting any type of surgery to enhance your looks is literally putting a band-aid over the problem. You think it's just the way you look? No, it's the way you feel about the way you look. You need to change your mindset on how you look at yourself first. It's so interesting how I can sit here and talk beauty standards, how much I hate them, I despise them, I wish they were gone. But then I sit and partake in it by doing my makeup, by, wearing certain clothes to make my body look a certain way. Just certain things that are in very small ways contributing to perpetuating that beauty standard. We all do it. You just can't. It's very hard to escape, especially as a woman in today's society. I think having, like, if you do want to get surgery done, if you do want to wear makeup, if you do want to wear wigs or weave or whatever, extensions, whatever, if you want to enhance yourself in any way, shape, or form, I think before you do any of that, you need to do the work to love yourself naturally. And it sounds so cliche, and I'm sure you've heard it so many times, and I have too. But it's so true. And we're seeing it in real time with these celebrities like Kylie and Mulatto. To me, it seems like for Kylie and for Mulatto, getting those surgeries didn't really fix anything internally. It just perpetuated the beauty standard that they couldn't even keep up with themselves. And I'm really speaking about Kylie here. Miss Kylie, girl. I know you guys have noticed, if you watch my channel, you probably watch other social commentary channels. Everyone's been losing weight. All the celebrities are getting skinny. People are reversing their BBLs. And skinny is in, thick is out. Right? Okay. So, I really just wanted to talk about this because of how quickly these beauty standards can shift. Like, literally back in, I would say from, I don't know, maybe 2010s up until now. Thick was in, BBL, slim thick was in. All of a sudden, we're seeing this rapid change, I would say, that started back in 2023, of people losing weight, reversing BBLs, people on Ozempic, not because they have diabetes or because they need it, but because they want to lose weight. And that's not for everyone, but that is some people. Some people do not. Some people are injecting themselves, or however you take Ozempic, that don't even need it. And that literally blows my mind, because there's people out here that literally need Ozempic but can't get it because it's being bought by people who want to just lose weight for aesthetic purposes, when people can literally lose their life for not having this medication. Could never keep up. Even the celebrities with, the top 1%, the celebrities, people with money can't even keep up with them, with these standards themselves. So it's like, why us normal people, why are we trying to keep up with these standards? I mean, I'm not normal. I'm not trying to be normal. I don't know if you're trying to be normal. If you watch my channel, most likely you're not trying to be normal. Like, and the thing about online is, like, I could be feeling so confident about myself. I can be feeling so good about myself. I could feel so beautiful, so confident. And I'll go online and I'll see these women and I'm like, oh, never mind, I ain't that cute. I ain't that cute now. It's like, bro, we literally fail to realize, even Mulatto told us, these women are getting surgeries and are still using filters online, still using these filters. And I think a lot of us fail to realize, I know I'd be feeling to realize that, like, girl, these girls be using filters, they be editing the heck out of their bodies and their faces and their skin. Why are you trying to compare where you can't even compete? Since you're trying to compete natural, you competing with filter face. And I'm not even trying to bag on nobody that uses filters, because I use filters sometimes. But when you're constantly using filters, or you're constantly using something that, like, smooths out your skin and makes you look like you have flawless, perfect makeup and skin, and you're changing your body, making your waist slimmer, making your butt bigger, doing things like that, I can't get down with that, because you're lying. And whether you think so or not, you are pushing a standard that can't even be met. And that is so detrimental. And that's why I am so for, if you are going to be a creator, if you are going to be a celebrity, an entertainment person, I really am so for coming online as your real raw self. And, I understand that there are boundaries and limits to what you want to share online, and, like, what parts of yourself you want to share online. But if you are someone, I just feel like, that has a lot of influence and people look up to you, like, my morals, my values just can't align with always showing up perfectly, always pushing this standard. Just morally, I just can't. I really can't. That's just me, though. Because, like, there is this certain, like, I do come on here with makeup. I do post really, like, curated pictures online. I do try to be aesthetic online with certain things like that. But I also do come online like I did a little, like, few minutes back with no makeup on. Or, I show my body unedited. I show, my stretch marks, my rolls. And I talk about these things because I realize how much of an impact it has on us women, especially in this society. And if you really think about it, like, looks and the way we look, our appearance, is really the whole basis of what people are always talking about when it comes to a woman. Literally, that's mainly always the thing somebody has to comment on. And so it is just really, it is difficult being a woman, especially one that, you know, does not want to partake in standards, who wants to speak out on these standards, and who wants to feel naturally beautiful. Like, all those things at once are very hard to do. It's very hard to feel naturally beautiful, but at the same time partake in some of these standards, because, like, either, you know, I genuinely like doing my makeup, for example, or, you know, I genuinely like wearing certain clothing, right? But, like, where did that come from? It's all conditioning. Like, if you really think about it, it's all conditioning. If we didn't have social media, a lot of us wouldn't be doing, wearing, saying a lot of the things that we do, wear, or say, if you really think about it. If you really, really think about it. And also, like I kind of mentioned earlier, like, these standards are literally ever changing. And so if you try to, like, keep up with one standard, you're gonna find yourself, or I should say, like, if you're wanting to keep up with the standard, you're going to constantly find yourself picking out more and more flaws. Like, and, you know, Mulatto said this in the video, and I'm not even thinking about the video, but it's just so true. Like, if you think about it, you get one thing done, you're gonna start seeing a plethora of other flaws come to light, and you're gonna want to fix them. And it's just a never ending thing. And that's what we see with a lot of these celebrities. I'm sure that's what happens with the Kardashians. And I don't know exactly what's going on with them. I don't want to put words in their mouth or anything like that, but it's just what it seems like, that they started surgery and it kind of just never stopped. And, you know, there's no other explanation for that except that they kept seeing more and more flaws that they felt like that needed to be fixed. They kept seeing things that needed to be wrong with them. These standards, y'all, these beauty standards are something else. Like, kind of tied in with these beauty standards, I also kind of just wanted to touch on like the sexualization of female celebrities, particularly female rappers, and how, whether it's, you know, I don't know if it's them, I don't know if it's their, you know, management who is telling them to be, like, overly sexually liberated? No, just overly sexually overt. Because if you think about it, a lot of these female rappers, that's literally, not to sound shady or anything, it's just like the truth. That's literally like their whole vibe, their whole persona is being sexy, being a baddie. You could be real and look at it from a bird's eye view and be honest. Like, there is a trend here. We're seeing that female rappers are, whether they were before or not, are coming into the game as very sexually liberated, very sexually open. A lot of them are talking about the same things in their songs. And so we have to ask ourselves, like, is it that they want to be like that? Is that how they genuinely are? Or is it their management, PR people telling them to be this way so that they're marketable and they're profitable? And so I think also, like, this is just detrimental to young girls, especially because they don't realize that a lot of this is just for money. A lot of this is just for profit. A lot of this, maybe some of these women, some of these rappers aren't even really like that in real life. But these young girls see it and they think that being overly sexual and overly sexually overted and sexually liberated will get them money, will get them men, will make them feel good. But really, it's all a profit scheme, baby. Because with that comes wanting to look a certain way, right? Ciao. I'm done here. What else can we say? Like, y'all know I'm going to make some other videos about beauty standards. And if you haven't checked out my previous video about social media trends and standards, please check that out. If you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering why you're not ugly and why you should just be consuming different social media. This is something that is just so prominent in our society, and even if it's not being talked about in our day-to-day conversations, it is affecting us one way or another. Another thing I didn't talk about in this video is how men are starting to think that women in real life need to look like women they are seeing online. Women they are seeing online that have makeup, that have filler, that have filters, that have the perfect angle, that are editing their pictures and their videos. Men are expecting us to now, us women, real life, natural women, we're supposed to be looking like them every day, every second. And, you know, I haven't heard a man in my immediate life say this, or I don't think any man in my immediate life thinks like this, because if they do, they wouldn't be in my life. But I've heard men online talk about women and how, and their appearance, and how certain women should look, and all of these things. And I think it's just really sad how social media has brainwashed us into thinking certain things and setting these standards that can't even be met in real life. So this is something I'll always talk about. It's something that's always being thought about, that I'm always thinking about, because it affects me. It affects all of us. It affects men and women, whether you know it or not, whether you're aware of it or not. And if you're not aware, I encourage you to become aware so that you can start, you know, consuming different things, to maybe expand your mind, to understand that there are normal looking people out here, right? And also not tying beauty and looking a certain way to success, because I think a lot of us think that as well, that in order to be successful, you need to look a certain way. And that's just not the case. It's really not. I really hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat video, little makeup get ready with me. I've never done anything like this on my channel, but if you guys like this type of format, let me know, and I'll definitely do some more videos like this in the future. So when this video is up on my channel, a week from today, I will have a podcast episode uploaded. I don't know what that topic will be yet. I'll probably let you guys know via a post on my page. But yeah, leave down in the comments what you guys think about social media, beauty standards, society beauty standards, surgeries. Let me know if you guys feel bad for Kylie or not. Let me know what your guys' perspective is on Mulatto's BBL, and you know, what she thought about it, what you think about it. Yeah, and as always, go follow me on my Instagram. All my platforms are TheDayDayJ, and I say all my platforms are I'm really only on here and on Instagram. On Instagram, I share just a lot about my personal life, fashion, wellness, all of that stuff. And so yeah, I really hope to see you guys in my next podcast episode next week. Love you guys. Bye.
I was counting up on a private flight. All this chrome on my body like a medieval knight. I was fucking up a sock on that purple Sprite. Yeah, all my bitches beneficial, even told a pistol. Even blood